Time for some community builders, as I like to call them. They're the non-profit organizations who work hard for our most vulnerable community members. Joining me in studio today, back again from Distance for Difference, is Stéphan and Caro. Good morning. Hello. Thank you for
Good morning.
Happy Easter. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful long weekend, and I'm very glad to have you. It was good?
It was good. It was blessed.
Good. I'm glad. And I'm very glad to have you back in studio. Thank you for making time for us today. Last time, we've kind of touched on the origin, the meaning, the purpose of Distance for Difference. We saw some examples of where the money and the funds that you raise go to and the work that it does in our community. Today, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into how the community gets involved with Distance for Difference, because you have quite a host of events and individuals can get involved. So if we could start, Stéphan, maybe with like kind of an overview of what's going on.
Let's give the audience a brief overview of the different sort of platforms or events, and then we're going to dive a little bit deeper into each of them. So firstly, I think, and we've said it before, we support individual athletes that wants to do crazy things, distances covered like the Comrades Marathon, the Ironman, etc. And we help those individuals to raise funds via D4D with our fundraising platform via Give and Gain. And then we give them marketing material and we share their initiatives on our social media pages. So that's the one for individuals. Then we have four fundraising platforms for four different events that we like to do. And briefly for the cyclists, we have the 500, which is a biennial. Biennial, which is happening every second year to raise, it's an in-person cycling, spinning, and also online Zwift event for online cyclists, 24 hours. Then for runners and walkers, we have the very popular annual Gratitude Run that happens at Daugter Wines every Heritage Day on the 24th of September, just outside Stellenbosch. And then for swimmers, up to now, we've helped individuals to raise funds under our Swim for Hope banner, but we are very excited. We are contemplating and designing a challenge that we're going to dub at this stage the 447 challenge.
Okay.
More about that a little bit later. So that's hopefully coming up in the winter months, but more about that just now. And then for the hikers, we've spoke about our Hike with Purpose events throughout the year. Now, all of these events are advertised on our website and our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and we always sell our tickets for these events on the Quicket platform, or Quicket website.
All right.
So that's the brief overview.
So just before we dive in deeper, everyone can keep an eye on D4D online website and socials for kind of when to go buy those tickets and when those events are live. So that's important. Make sure you go check that out. Caro, maybe you can tell us a little bit more in depth when we're talking about running. Are you a runner?
I started this year.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll call myself a runner quite yet, but I'm trying to get there.
Now that she's working for D4D, she needs to play the part.
And now at least you've got some time before Heritage Day, right? Because that's the Gratitude Run.
That is. Unfortunately, I won't be able to run because I'm going to be working very hard that day.
Yes,
but
of course.
Everyone else... I really love this event. It's very special, and there's truly something for every single person and individual to partake in. So we have a 5K fun run / walk. You can not crawl it, but you can definitely walk it. So that's a really fun family and friends event. Then we also have a 10-kilometer trail run. And then last year, with our 20th anniversary, we introduced the 20-kilometer trail run, which is you do the loop of the 10K twice. So we have that this year.
Yeah, and it was very popular, so we decided we're going to keep.
We'll keep it.
Okay, cool.
It's now part of the event.
Yeah, so last year, unfortunately, with the 20K trail run, we didn't have our relay event, but it is making a comeback this year, and it's probably my favorite part of the Gratitude Run.
Okay.
So it is a 3-kilometer loop that we have going for 4 hours.
Ooh.
With a maximum of 5 team members. So between 3 and 5 team members.
Okay.
So you relay and you get going for 4 hours, and you see how many 3K laps you can do in those 4 hours. And so we have a section for women's teams, men's, and then also mixed, and with awesome prizes all all in the mix as well.
That's awesome.
And I think I need to say there's limited spots, only 900. We came very close to selling it out last year.
Wow.
So I want to encourage listeners to go and grab the tickets, already available on Quicket, as I said before as well. So those are open. And we received a 5-star average review of the 70 respondents that reviewed the event last year. So we can't really do better, but we are going to do better.
We'll just uphold the standard, hopefully.
Yes, okay, good. That's exciting. So that's happening on Heritage Day in September this year, and we can go book our spot and buy a ticket
and it's
already.
happening at Donia Wines, just outside Stellenbosch.
All right. So 5K, 10K, 20K, depending on how fit you are or plan to be at that point, or you can enter a team and do a relay for 4 hours. See how far you can get. I think that's an amazing challenge.
We encourage schools, organizations, team building,
families,
etc. Yeah, families, come and have some friendly competition on the day.
Yes, I love that. All right, Stéphan, if we're not runners per se, and something like a swim sounds interesting, what's the option?
Yes, yeah. So I briefly mentioned the 447 challenge. 4 team members for 7 hours. It's a relay event that we're planning, contemplating, thinking about, brainstorming at the moment. And we are thinking of hosting it here in Somerset West, next to the N2 there at Generation Schools. So hopefully we'll get the venue. 10 teams, 4 members each. They will swim for 7 hours, and we're going to have a look at who's going to do the most lengths in that 7 hours.
Right.
There's going to be exciting prizes. It's going to be interesting. It's under roof. So although we're planning it for probably June, it's at least not outside in the rain. So come and join us. And again, just watch our socials for announcements around this very exciting new official Swim for Hope event.
That's awesome. I would also say, personally, very glad it's not an open water ocean swim, because that would really be a challenge. But that's
that
amazing.
Makes me think.
No,
don't give him ideas.
Awesome. Okay, so that's swimming, and that's coming up. So you got to keep an eye on D4D socials and their website for when that could take place. We spoke about, you mentioned cycling, which is kind of more in my realm of things.
All right.
I know you said outdoor spinning and an online Zwift event. Tell us a little bit more about how that works.
So the 500 is our biggest fundraising event. We've had our first one in 2013.
That's where it all started.
Yeah, all started there.
Wow.
And this one, which we are planning for probably early 2027, but the date will still be announced. This will be our 8th edition of this amazing event. It's our biggest fundraiser. Our aim is always to raise 500,000 Rand. And there's several different categories for individual cyclists that want to do 500 kilometers in 24 hours. They do 50K laps. They rest a little bit. There's teams of 2 that want to, do the same 524 hours. There's lap cyclists that can come and join for a 50K lap or more.
Okay.
And then at the same time, at the venue, hopefully again at the Whip Primary School, we have 24-hour spinning sessions. So 24 sessions over 24 hours, individuals, teams. Great team building, great vibe. And then the online Zwift community, as they are called, that sit at their home and want to do, want to be part of this event. Last year and the year before, we had several hundred people all over the world at the same time joining us, and they raised money for D4D via that event. Just it is our flagship fundraising event. It's got a great history, and we really encourage people to join up for the next one, which again, as we said, happens only every second year, so don't miss out.
Yeah, very special event. There's something very unique about sitting on a spinning bike at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning. It's a must experience. You must experience that once in your life.
I can also imagine there's quite a bit of like community building and camaraderie when you're sitting next to someone you maybe haven't met at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we have such awesome teams, and they just bring incredible team spirit to the event as well, and keep us awake at 3 a.m. It gets quite difficult.
It does.
It's very
beautiful
special
event.
I know the last thing is something that we've spoken about recently, but you hike, you climb some mountains to make a difference as well. Talk to us a little bit about hiking with a purpose.
Yes, so Hike with Purpose is a very special event, and I think we briefly mentioned it previously as well. It's more so about community building again, as it's not our main fundraising event per se, but we go out and we do hikes. Not much more than 10K, I would say.
10K average.
Yeah, between 10 and 15Ks, and we make a weekend of it. So we usually have 2 hikes over a weekend on a Saturday and a Sunday.
In the summer months.
In the summer months, yes. So we will now be hibernating a bit during the winter, but we are contemplating maybe doing a bit of a more informal, checking out the weather. If we see that it's going to be a great weekend, we'll post about it on social media. And say, come hike with us.
Yeah, just invite people to come and join. They can give a donation if they want to, but we won't sell official tickets for the event.
But our more formal hikes will then be back in summer again.
Yes.
And it's just a wonderful weekend of making new friends, meeting new people, and spending time in God's creation, which is just always such a blessing.
I think that's awesome. That certainly makes the calendar quite busy, I'm sure, especially with planning. You do a lot on the back end for planning and making sure that these events are successful and safe and that they're community driven. So good luck. I know the next thing we're kind of looking forward to is the swimming.
Yes.
The swimming, hopefully.
Okay.
So, myself and Jannie Engelbrecht, who's got a local swim school here in Somerset West, are thinking about and planning around it. So
awesome.
Watch this.
Where do we go when we want the dates, the information, to contact you for more kind of questions and things?
So the easiest is just to Google Distance for Difference. You'll find us on Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn, and then our website www.d4dsa.co.za. D, the number 4, the letter D, sa.co.za. DistanceforDifference@gmail.com is our email address.
Again with the number 4.
Yeah, with the number 4. But Caro is always available on a cell phone. Then when you want to give that out, but that's also available on our website.
Okay, awesome. Contact details on d4dsa.co.za. Make sure to get that right, and make sure to check it out for the next upcoming dates of events. And so long, head over to Quicket and book your spot for the Gratitude Run, because tickets sell very, very quickly. And I know September feels far away. It's not. No, you're going to blink your eyes and it's going to be here. And you need to start training, especially if you're going to tackle something like a 20K trail run. This is the perfect opportunity to kind of set yourself that goal and then work towards
especially
it.
I think that run specifically is ideal for those who want to try trail running for the first time. The 10K loop, it's beautiful. You can walk parts of it, really. So if you haven't tried it, come and try it at the Gratitude Run.
Stéphan and Caro, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate having you in, and I love the opportunity to learn a little bit more about what you've got coming up in the rest of the year. So we'll keep an eye on that. Make sure to go check out D4D on social media and follow them there to see the difference that they're making in our community, because it is a massive impact, and you can be involved in that by getting involved in some of these events as well. I've got some good music coming your way now. Some of the Fente met Liefde Generatie, and we will catch up again with D4D, Stéphan and Caro, in the next couple of weeks, so stick around for that as well. I say,
Lekker, well done.
dankie vir julle.